All right, so impeccable word. Being impeccable with your word. I'm finding out more and more how important it is to be impeccable with your word. I have not been precise. I have made references before to a Vin Diesel. I'll tell you the exact ones. There's a Vin Diesel character, knockaround guys. I said, well, I'm like the real knockaround guy because I've been really in 500 street fights. Not true. Probably a couple of hundred street fights. He said 500. I just repeated. Probably a couple of hundred street fights, right? Like most of my friends growing up in Albuquerque, New Mexico in the 90s. Got it? Other inaccuracy that I've said is like I'm Mr. V. I am kind of like Mr. V from the movie because I was incarcerated from 7 to 15. Let's just be very accurate here. All right, and then a bunch of times after that for little short stints because I had already been given a record by my mother who locked me up in a kids for cash scandal. A lot of kids were locked up. All those fights I'm telling you about, I had to break out to get, and I'm so glad that I did that. And I'm so glad that I went on adventures across the entire country making $300 to $1,300 a night at 13 years old. Fake ID saying that I'm 16. You know, I did grow up fast. I have a lot of old school gym killer wisdom to answer to add here, and I'm gonna be able to communicate with other old school gym killers and interview them for their gym wisdom and put it here. And this is just a free give back offering as I do my reps in video making. And if you're gonna do something, you should be doing it over a period of years to really get good at. That's what I'm also trying to show, and everything that I'm doing to a young person that really doesn't deserve it. So hopefully this message finds whoever else it was supposed to in my very small, narrowy circle. And I like to keep my circle small. I've always kept my secret small. So if you're seeing this, feel special, and I'll be dropping tons of gems and tons of navigational tools and abilities from an old school gym killer, right? Like if you have to live in the hood, when you leave your house, you tell your neighbors you'll be back in 10 minutes when you're gonna go see the movie. You're going to the store. When you're going to the store, you're going to see the movie, right? That way you catch someone trying to come in, or you deter someone trying to come in. No, I'm just playing. But there's just plenty of straight skills that can be acquired by living in very different ranges of cultures. I come to you right now from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Last week I was in Salta, Argentina, which is so much like my hometown of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Is ridiculous. Desert, cowboy country with these crazy catacombs that you could just, mazes, you could just horseback for days probably. Go, man, but shit, I want to go back and do that. I'm gonna go back and do that. Wanna, nothing to it but to do it. One step in front of the other. And if you're someone who just does what they can't do, you're in a comfort zone that's going to kill you. You need to be someone that, if you are someone that only does what they can do, you're just doing what you're comfortable doing. You're not doing anything new. You need to do what you cannot do. So there's no 4-letter words, all right? And I might cuss a little bit, but there's no can'ts. That's the worst. You're going to say can't, and criticize my mouth when I cuss. It's crazy. It's crazy. When you are on the field dripping sweat, do you know which words you will be, what language? When your bones are broken in your feet and in your hands, and I say 5 more rounds, what language do you think you'll be speaking in? Old school gym killers. All right, so what I want to talk about, the impeccable word. Being impeccable with your words is so important because liars, when you're an honest person and you say something imprecise, they will try to pick you apart. Liars will try to put you defending stuff that's not real. So no, just don't even play those games. Be precise. That's why in the beginning of this video, I went back to the 2 imprecisenesses and maybe some money that I made on in a couple months as a teenager You know what I mean? When I had 4 cars and a Lexus LS400 and 97 or 98 when I was 18 years old, and you know what I mean? And I get criticized. Anyway, people lie about it now, all right? But I've been killing it forever. And that's because I started out with hardcore resistance. Put the weight on. The harder stressful situation you can deal with, keyword here, deal with, other keyword, overcome. This is not a I can't beat them, so I'm going to join them situation. If you're that type of person, just go ahead and scroll right now. I joined them because I couldn't. No, you hold to your code. We do morally correct things in this crew or you're out. All right, you answer your phone at 5 a.m. or you're out. And that's every single day. I hold myself to a bar of higher standards, and you can bet that anyone running right next to me holds themselves to some kind of bar of higher standards, even if they're not matching mine. All right? They've impressed me in that particular way, because here's the deal. If they can't put suffering on themselves, if they have no discipline, as Mike Tyson says, they are nothing. If they can't come to the line and be accountable to themselves, they're not trustworthy. As soon as a temptation, as soon as someone sets them up, as soon as they get scared, forget about them. They're not there. They never were. They never were. And some people exist in that space and never become a real person, ever. It's insane. It's quite insane. To be impeccable in your word, let's go a little bit deeper. Let's be impeccable to our thoughts. Should I do this? Is this something I should do? All right, well then I'm going to do it. Is this correct information that this person's giving me? Am I going to sit here and comfort this person that got to their shithead ways by being comforted and supported by all the flying monkeys around them that just yes and supports them to be the disaster that they are, whatever it is, drinking, child abusing, fucking fatness, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Too much Netflix while their kids locked into jail. I mean, fuck, it's not just her fault, but the fault of every single fucking person that was around her. You know what I'm saying? So people, if you do not do the right thing, or all evil needs to prevail is for good man to do nothing. This is the whole thing I'm talking about. We need to be impeccable with our word, and then deeper, impeccable with our thoughts, impeccable with our messages from God. And all right, at this point, you know, in my situation right now, I have a kid out here. At this point, I have disproved. I have recorded hundreds of witnesses, recorded her at 9, shown all this stuff. Oh, I'm editing her 9-year-old. No. I mean, every fucking excuse to do the weak thing and to continue to comfort the narcissistic abuser that fucking lied to her whole life because she's too weak. It's a toughness issue. It's a toughness issue. You have to be strong to do the right thing. Out on the streets and the tough guy, whatever you think is cool. I ran the streets, all right, as a young man. And let me tell you something. We knew back then to pull the trigger is a pussy move. Anyone can do it. You do that before you knuckle up and throw down. So what do we expect? Everybody had to knuckle up and throw down. You know, multiple times, over and over and over again for a while. There was weekly for me. You know, I have no problem. That's why people are like, wow, that guy jumps fast. Because I don't give a shit. I've been in this situation a million times. You know what I mean? No one is good. You need to know what you're doing. But, you can do that too. Brick by brick. Should you do it? Should you get up early and go flow state to flow state, action to action to action? Or how can I help this situation even more? Just remember this too. Every great opportunity, all the magic that you need is going to be the work you don't want to do. Every great opportunity is going to be doing something that you don't want to do or doing something that serves others or say it serves nature. Period. The rest of people, they are not successful because of that thing right now. They do not serve the moral high ground. And if they did, they would be Highlander, but they can't because they got vices, because they got this, because they got that, whatever, you know. But what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to impeccable word, really does the man, because sometimes my words are even off, but I'm working on that. I need to work. We all have things to work on about ourselves, you know. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because it's hard for me. But the thing that I am is like, my words really don't matter, because if you know me and we speak the language of action, you'll see that my actions are more hardcore than the next guy's, that I actually do show up, that I actually will tell you the fucking truth. You know, that I won't take the easy route. I will fucking touch a welfare form, you know what I mean? I'll fucking, right? You know, I'm not looking for handouts off of people, you know what I mean? I'm willing to contribute value to somebody, and if I helped you, then you can help me if you want to. And that's really my attitude. I don't look to control anybody. I just look to control me and be the best person I possibly can. And if I'm doing good things all day long, you can believe some good things are happening to me. You can see that some good things are happening to me. And this is cumulative, man. Some of the people I rock with, I've rocked with for 20 years. So don't be burning bridges with good motherfuckers, all right? If someone's lying to you, done. That's it. There's no love in lies. That's not what that is. Someone who truly loves you will not lie to you. Get it? Impeccable with the word. Let's go.